Hey, hi everyone. Good morning all. Okay.
Hi, good morning.
Yep. Okay. Just give me a minute. Hey, hi everyone. Good morning all. Okay. My name is Sagar. Okay. I'm the trainer for this complete Devops and Azure. So coming to my experience, I have total 12 years of experience in this industry. So I started my career with Wipro as an intern. Then I moved to TCS. At present, I'm working uh, for a company called Mastercard. Okay, so in my free time, I just train folks here in the morning sessions. Okay, so I have experience in various clouds, not only Azure. I have experience in AWS, GCP. I have experience in IBM Cloud. Okay, so I worked in various. I worked for various clients actually in these companies. So that's a brief intro about myself. Okay. So before I proceed, can I have a little bit of introduction for yourself, like your name, what are you doing? Are you a student? Are you working? Okay. Are you from IT or non-IT background? Anything is fine. Just 2 lines about yourself would be great to proceed further.
Okay. Good morning, Sagar. This is Shiva. Actually, I am a completely non-IT background. I'm a MBA completed in 2007. I have the around 18 years of experience in various sectors, and the last 12 years I am into USIT recruitment.
Okay. Fine. Yeah, thank you. Great.
Hi, Sagar. I'm Priyanka. So I also belong to the non-IT background. I have 3 years of experience in non-IT. Currently, looking forward to go through the Azure Devops so that I can
Okay.
switch my career to IT.
Okay. Great. Thank you. Yeah. Last was left Stravanti, right? Maybe few folks are outside. Okay, they will join sometime. Maybe like 5 to 6 folks need to join. They just confirm they'll join. Meantime, we'll start. Stravanti would like to introduce or we'll proceed. Anything is fine. Okay, no worries. Okay, yeah. So Okay, so this would be the agenda for today. Okay, DevOps overview, cloud computing, Azure cloud engineering. Okay, industries using DevOps and Azure cloud, and accelerating in DevOps and Azure cloud. So we'll keep this agenda for today. Okay, and we'll see a technical diagram as well. Okay, how this each and every tool where it is used. Okay, we'll see the technical diagram as well. But before we move into this, let's have a little bit of prerequisite. Okay, because things will make little bit clear. So very first, time and patience. Okay, so okay, people from different background. Okay, people are from different background. People would like to switch their career to towards a software or IT industry. So here, very first, remember that this is not a traditional IT course, or this is not a kind of, I can say, pure software course. It is treated as one of the digital course in the software world. It is treated as one of the digital course. Okay, why? Because this is among the top 5 technologies. If you go and research, your DevOps and cloud is among your top 5 technologies in the market today. Okay, you'll get this traditional Java, okay, database, or your .NET, etc. things that are traditional software. Okay, but here this is one of the digital cores which you'll see in the market, which is have more demand across various industries. Okay, I'm talking about industries, not about the companies. So the industries has again multiple companies. So very first, have time and patience. Okay, so things will move because there's a lot of requirement coming through Azure. Okay, in the Indian market, the salaries are very high, the demand is growing, but you need to be a skilled person. Second thing, till now you might have used your Windows machines anywhere. Maximum, like any companies will always prefer so Windows. Okay, all from our childhood we started learning Windows. Okay, so Windows laptops or Windows desktops we learned it. So now it's turned, okay, towards the Linux. Okay, it become mandatory now in the industry that every person has to have Linux operating system knowledge, because Linux is very secure. Okay, so you need to learn this Linux. So we will be teaching you from the basics till the advanced. Okay, so you require basics of Linux, but we'll be training you till the advanced level of Linux, because Linux is a base pillar for your DevOps in Azure. If you learn Linux properly, DevOps in Azure is very easy. And second thing, Linux will teach you troubleshooting skills. Linux will teach you troubleshooting skills in case of any failure in the application, in case of any failure in the DevOps tools and cloud services. Okay, anyone who is passionate to start their career can start as a DevOps engineer. There is no hard prerequisite. Your prior knowledge is not required. You don't require any prior knowledge. Everything you're going to start with the scratch. Okay, and here we don't touch any programming. We don't have any Java, C, etc. things. We don't touch any programming language. It is pure DevOps tools. It is pure DevOps tools. You'll be working the tools, and any people from different background, backend developers, web developers, freshers, non-IT people, all these people can enter this program. Right? Now moving on, this is the course outline which we have designed it. Introduction to DevOps world. We'll drive you to the complete DevOps world, the terminologies, okay, the processes and etc. things, and then we'll move to your Linux administration. So the main thing you have to concentrate here is module 2, 3, 4, 5 hour you have to do it, because this is interview one. First one is little bit of theory. This will help you in the manager round or any of the client round, where you need to just speak about little bit of DevOps. There you require some. So module 2 you will be starting here, module 3, and then module 4. Okay, these three modules are very important to start. Okay, moving on, these are your set of tools which will be keeping it here. These are set of tools which we keep it here as per that industry standards. We have kept this one. So we'll be driving you this all these tools along with the cloud engineering. Okay, as per the DevOps process. And then moving on, these are the 6 different projects which you'll be doing as a hands-on, so that you'll understand what is your day-to-day work. Okay, what level of activity you're going to get. Okay, So this will give you understanding about what exactly a DevOps engineer or what exactly a cloud engineer does in his day-to-day activity. No? Okay. So just give me 10 minutes. I'll open for question and answers. I know a lot of questions would be then. But here we don't use any PPTs. Okay, just for your information. Everything is whiteboard, guys. Everything what we teach is whiteboard because PPT work will not happen. Okay. Everything whatever we teach, whatever we work, everything. Okay. So these are like previous batches. Okay, so whatever you learn it here, everything is your completely notes. Okay, and second thing, everything what you learn is your diagrammatic explanation. You'll be learning the architectures. Okay, because this is not kind of a fresher course, this is kind of advanced level of course which you're teaching it, like almost 12 years of experience content we are delivering to you. Okay, okay, whatever you learn, you'll learn in the form of diagrammatic explanation. Okay, you learn everything, architectures and everything. So whatever, the lot more again behind the tools to see this one, right? Now moving on, let's have little bit of introduction to DevOps, and then okay, I'll drive you to where DevOps is used, and then we'll open a question and answer. I'll just take some 15 minutes of time. Okay, as the demo is short, that's the reason we have to drive this PPTs. Let's move to the next part now. Very first, this DevOps. When you say this word DevOps, right? So where is DevOps came, and why do you require this DevOps? What is the need of this DevOps to be used? Okay, what is the need of this DevOps to use? So now, simple, right? Very simple definition. Okay, where DevOps is used and what is the purpose of this DevOps? Let's see. Okay, so let's suppose you want to build a product, you want to build a website. Okay, or you want to build a software. It can be a website, it can be a product, it can be a software. It can be a software. It can be a product, it can be a website, even product. So whatever it can be, right from right from building till it goes live in the market. Let's suppose you can say live or your market. Why I'm saying live means it can be online, and market means a physical product. So whatever the journey you see between, whatever the journey between these you see it, okay, right from building till it goes live in the market is completely your DevOps process. This DevOps process will do all these activities. Okay, DevOps process will do all that way. So okay, so DevOps initially came as a process. Okay, initially came as a process where they wanted to build a product and deliver in the market. So here, in simple terms, okay, DevOps is a practice or a process where your operations. So there are two teams you want: Dev for Dev for developers or for operations. Okay, developers means the people who write the code, who build the application. Operations people are the people who will deploy the application in the live environments. Okay, so like cloud engineer, DevOps engineer, system engineers, all these people will come into picture. So DevOps is a process or a practice where operation and development work together, okay, to build a quality product right from design till it goes live in the market. So right from designing it, building it till it goes live in the market, so entire things is managed by DevOps process. Okay, to run this process, to run this DevOps process, they wanted a life cycle. Now what is a life cycle? Life cycle has some proper steps, like how do you do a planning? If you want to build a software, you want to build a product, how do you do the coding of that? How do you integrate that software with other things? Okay, how do you test it? How do you deploy it in the live environment? Okay, how do you gather the feedback from the customer? How do you improve that? Okay, today you have released a software version of 2.2, tomorrow you will be releasing 2.1, 2.2, so on, right? Or you take an example of smartphones. Okay, every year you get a new smartphone with a new version. Okay, or every year you get a new vehicle with new features, right? So that improvement is required in the market. And monitoring, every device or every product which you purchase today in the market is monitored. You get a proper servicing of that, on time servicing. You get on time verification of the product, right? So if you say get smart TV, get software updates. You take a smartphone, you get a software updates of the next version. How it is? Because your device is getting tracked properly. They track each and every device. Okay. So now, initially DevOps came as a process, okay, where operation development work together, build a quality product right from design till it goes live in the market. To run this DevOps process, they wanted a life cycle. To run this DevOps process, they wanted a life cycle. So they brought a life cycle. Okay, so you can say DevOps life cycle. Okay, to implement this DevOps life cycle. Okay, to implement this DevOps life cycle. Okay, they wanted your DevOps tools. That is how it came. So first, DevOps came as a software. DevOps came as a process. From this process, they created a life cycle. They wanted a life cycle, proper life cycle. Okay, after this life cycle came in the market, okay, they wanted DevOps tools to manage this life cycle. That is how you're going to learn your DevOps tools. Okay, that is where you have a technology called DevOps, which you're going to learn. So initially, DevOps came as a process, then slowly it turned into your, or it brought your DevOps tools in the market where you're able to learn it. This is how DevOps came in the market. So initially, every company used to use DevOps as a process only. Slowly, they wanted to improve this process with the life cycle, and then to implement this complete process and life cycle, they wanted some technology. That is how the DevOps tools came in the market. Now, where is this DevOps used? Question arises. We're talking about this DevOps, right? And before DevOps came in the market, there was a technology called build and release. Remember that whenever a technology is coming in the market, definitely there is a failure in the market. Something got failed. That's the reason new technology came in the market. So there was something called build and release technology before this DevOps. Before people brought this DevOps process or DevOps tools, there was something called build and release technology. Okay, so take an example of this one as well. So why this build and release failed in the market? Let's take an example. Okay, let's suppose there is a car manufacturing company. A car manufacturing company is there. Okay, in which there are developers who are building all the spare parts. So they are building all the spare parts, and then they are documenting that how to fix each and every spare part or how to integrate each and every spare part. Now, once these people have created all the spare parts, they gave handover to operation people. This operation people started fixing each and every spare part of that car, reading the documentation, and finally the car has been started. They did a minimal testing and they released to a customer. Now we don't know how the customer will drive. The customer may be very experienced driver, or he doesn't have any knowledge, okay, or he's very new to this car. Now after purchasing the car, after delivering the car went to 100, car went on till 100 kilometers and car stopped. Now, whose mistake is that? Is it a customer's mistake or is it a company mistake? Obviously, it's company's mistake. Why? Because you build any a company, let the company build any product. The user may be new or user may be experienced. He clicks whatever button, it should give a proper message, but the device what you prepared or software what you prepared should never stop. It should never stop responding to the customer. It should always respond. Either it should give a message or it should guide the user. So here, if you see today's car, if you see today's cars in the market, if you see today's four-wheelers in the market, the level of testing they do it. They do the crash testing. They do the car. They take the car all over the world. They drive it and they, test it in various ways, the safety and everything. So see the level of testing you do it in today. That testing was not done previously in this build and release technology. That is a reason. Okay, that is the reason this build and release technology failed in the market. So what you're doing, someone is building, someone is releasing the market. So there's no proper testing, no proper verification. That's the reason this build and release technology failed in the market. And these people decided, why don't we bring this DevOps practice where developer operations will work together. Okay, let developer do the coding, operation do their own activity, but they will work together to build a quality product so that business will run smooth and end users will be satisfied. That is the reason we brought this DevOps practice to bring all together so that they can get a good feedback and good improvement so that they can improve the next product. That is how today DevOps is used in every industries. Now, where is this DevOps used? Okay. Where is this DevOps used? DevOps is used in every industry. That means industry depend on DevOps. Now, take an example of software. Software is the industry. How many companies are there? N number of companies. We can't even count it, right? Every company has a website. Every company will build their software. Similarly, automobile has two-wheeler, four-wheeler, commercial vehicles, etc. things, right? So now every company in the automobile has a website. They also build some product. Insurance, today go to online and just say best insurance in India, you'll get a best insurance, you can purchase online. Financial institutes, okay, all the financial institutes operate online, so you can do your phone pay, Google Pay, you can get your loan, okay, you can do any other activities of your financials, right, online. Banking is online today. Social media, as soon as we wake up in the morning, we just see a WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, everything, right? So that is also online where you can, okay, where you can use it. So now all these services, everything has a website, everything has software. Now how do you think these many industries are 24 by 7 able to operate it? Never the website goes down. If you see your any of the entertainment channels, e-commerce websites, etc., things, your Netflix, YouTube, your Instagram, or any other website, you take it. You take your Zepto, Swiggy, your milk basket. Whenever you order a product, it is 24 by 7 available for you. Why? Because DevOps tools are sitting behind this one. Okay, so DevOps tools are sitting behind these websites. Okay, DevOps tools are giving a process, or DevOps tools are giving a proper technology to implement that respective website. That's the reason this 24 by 7 up. Okay, now I'm talking about this one, right? So which all industries are, or which all companies are making use of your DevOps here? AWS, okay, AWS, Microsoft, okay, your DevOps, Docker, okay, Docker is also company, HashiCorp, GitLab, and there are much more company. TCS is using it, Netflix. Why does Netflix require DevOps? To make sure its website is 24 by 7. So DevOps is that intelligence to make sure your website will be 24 by 7 up. Okay, TCS uses your DevOps. So lot many companies, NASA is using DevOps. Okay, why does NASA require DevOps? What is the reason? Okay, it is on DevOps platform for all their activity, right? So see here, a lot of company, Google is using it. So every company is using DevOps. If the company don't uses, or the industries don't use DevOps, you'll never get a job. That is a hard reality, right? If the companies or industry don't use DevOps technology, you'll never get a job. So don't search job only in software. You have jobs in banks, you have jobs in the government sectors, and multiple places you have jobs. Okay, so that is where, like, initially people when start their career, because software is there in the banking as well. Even SBI hires a software engineer. Or it's not that you need to get a government job only for software. It is not that. There are some private openings also which you get it, like ICICI is there, Kotak is there, okay, Citibank is there, insurance companies are there, SDFC, etc. So a lot of companies will provide you this jobs. Okay, in automobile, BMW is there, Benz is there. Okay, so this your Toyota has openings for this one. So multiple industries will give you. Now these many industries are using make use on your DevOps tools. Okay, if they use it only, then you get a job. Okay, now second thing, cloud. Where is this Azure used? Take an example of social media. You open Instagram, you start, okay, start using that, you seeing that reels, you start, okay, scrolling that reels, right? So when you scroll that reels, where are these reels stored? Where is the YouTube data stored? Where is the Netflix data stored? Where is the Prime data stored? All this data is stored in the cloud. Okay, why that? Okay, leave about this, see about your Gmail. You access your Gmail, right? You get a 15 GB drive storage. Wherever you go, you connect from your device to the internet, you'll get access your drive. How it is possible? Because it's in cloud, it's in your cloud. That's the reason cloud is booming in the market, because data can be accessed within fraction of seconds. Within fraction of second, you can access your data, you can get the data. That is where the cloud is booming in the market, right? So see that which all companies are making use of Azure. A lot of companies make BMW. Why does BMW require Azure? For keeping the inventory, customer details, etc. details, right? So a lot more companies, HP, Infosys, Microsoft, NASA, Samsung, lot many companies you'll see it. Almost I'll say Fortune 500 companies are making use of Coca-Cola. Why does Coca-Cola required? What is 3M required? Okay. So see this lot of companies make use of your respective DevOps and Azure. So you can read out like Fortune 500 companies are making use of this. Okay. So now do you think this entire websites or the softwares prepared by this are only used by educated people? Today Netflix is seen in the villages also. People from village who doesn't have any knowledge, they also start using your WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook. They use your YouTube, they watch movies in Netflix. So imagine that this industries which is dependent on DevOps and Azure is used by entire population. So imagine that how much demand is there for it. Forget about technology, guys. Technology learning is not a big deal. It is just one technology, you learn it easily. But first understand that what if you make a footprint? How long you'll survive in the industry? Okay, how long you'll survive in the industry? So, so this is where you have to first understand that which all places I'll get a job. If you see like only if a software is a world where I'll go and sit, is difficult. Software you may get, you may not get because a lot of people from different backgrounds go into software. They want to make a career. Okay, so in that situation, what demand is very high. You may get. I'm not saying you'll not get because there are n number of companies. One other company will give you a job, but search in other places as well because here there is a lot of demand in the market. Okay, where compared to software, the banking gives you highest salary in the market. Banking doesn't mean we need to work in a bank. Bank has its own software department where they sit in their premises. Okay, this is where your industries are making use of it. So as soon as the population is growing, the demand for this DevOps in Azure is growing. Okay, demand for Azure is keep growing in the market. That is where the Azure and DevOps is used. Okay, fine. Okay, let's take a pause here. Okay, and any question and answers, guys. Any questions, any queries, any doubts? Any questions, any queries and doubts before I proceed? Any questions, any queries, any doubts? Anything. Feel free for anything, whichever you like. You want to ask, you want to talk. Feel free, guys. Okay. Feel free to ask. Feel free anything. Whatever you want to ask, whatever you want to speak. Feel free. Let's keep it interactive. Okay. No questions. Move on. So this DevOps is an IT professional, guys. It's an IT professional work. Okay, it's a professional job. It is not a support kind of a role. Okay, so it is treated very high demand in the market because if you see this dev and ops, like how much demand is for the developers, more than that, there's a demand for operations. Why? So take an example of a website. Take an example of a website. Take an example of Mintra.com or Google or your uh, Netflix or whatever it is. If you see this, when this Mintra website was getting built, there was a lot of demand for a developer. A lot of demand for a developer. Okay. So once the website is built, once it is stable, do you see a lot of changes in this website daily? Do you see the complete website is changed daily? Hardly we see the changes whenever there is a sale. Whenever they do a sale, only then we see a change. Otherwise, like here and there, one or two products will get added, but rest of the website is same across it. Now, once this website is built and stable, now the work of operation starts. That is where your DevOps engineer comes into picture, where operation activities will start, and operation activities will start till Mintra is live in the market. That means even Mintra shut down the company tomorrow. For shutting down, also we require a DevOps engineer to remove the infrastructure from the cloud, remove the DevOps tools behind this website. So imagine that. Okay, once the website is stable and once the website is running up and running, from here your work starts till you shut down the company. So this is the demand. The demand is keep growing day by day Okay, because the number of people year by year are increasing. Okay, maybe we see the statistics from 2015 or somewhere, right after COVID, the spike, like all of the people are now ordering the products online. Most of the people are going with the online because okay, everything is, every business today you see everything is going online. So the demand is growing, the number of people are growing. So as the number of population grows, we require a lot of people to sit behind the website and manage it. That's the reason DevOps is required. Okay, minimum companies, at least any companies you go, minimum they hire at least 4 DevOps engineers. Okay, for the different activities, maybe for automation. Okay, they'll do some automation. Someone will work on DevOps tool. Someone will work on cloud. Okay, someone will work on the build and release process to migrate it to DevOps or bring the traditional data center into cloud. So all that activities will be doing it here. Okay, that is where the DevOps engineer is an IT professional. And for DevOps professional, you should have soft and hard skills. That means hard means little bit technical skills and communication skills. And here you will be learning scripting. Scripting means it's not coding, it's an automation. What are the manual activity you do it, that activity you automate with the scripting. That will be learning behind every tool. And coming to your roles and responsibilities, DevOps engineer works with full time. So they are responsible for complete production and ongoing maintenance of a software application. You should have a soft skills, okay, strong skills like CI/CD, continuous integrated content deployment. That is where all the tools we spoke, right? CI/CD tools. These are called CI/CD tools. All the CI/CD tools will be implementing here with the help of this knowledge, right? And then we should have one of the skills in the cloud like Azure, AWS, GCP. All the three are same, guys. Azure, AWS, GCP, all the three are same. Services are same, logic is same, only the vendor is different. For Azure, Microsoft is a vendor, AWS, Amazon is a vendor, GCP, Google is a vendor. Okay, and troubleshooting skills will be learning it here, and will be managing the cloud infrastructure. So all that things, designing, evaluating, automation, all these things, responsibility will be putting effort to learn in this course. Okay, now moving on. Okay, moving on. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any queries and doubts? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Are we good? Okay. So before I go to technical diagram, accelerate career in DevOps in Azure. So remember that very first, if you want to start a career with Azure or a DevOps, okay, both basically when you say DevOps engineer, automatically Azure is used. Okay, specifically you will not get like anywhere like Azure Cloud or something. Sometimes the requirement comes, but rarely. So basically your title will be a DevOps engineer. You can say Azure DevOps engineer or DevOps engineer, fine. And then have a proper roadmap. First, completely gain the skills, have a proper roadmap. Okay, and certifications. When people say I'll do a certification, then I'll proceed. Don't do the certification, guys. Certification doesn't prove anything. Even if you have certification, you have to speak in the interview. Certificate will just show you that this person has a certification where he has done some course or something. Okay, that you can also get it from institute or any place. You can say that I have done a course from this place. For that you don't need to write an exam only. Okay, but certification is, why do you write certification is, whenever you want to get a position in the same company, you want to go for next promotion or something, then do certification. Or the client is requiring expertise of this one, then you go in. Otherwise the certification has a limited period. It has 2 years of validity something. After that is it's meaningless. And second thing, end of the day interview you have to speak. If you don't speak, your certification will not speak. End of the day you have to speak. Certification will just shortlist for the interview, it will not crack the interview. Okay, so do the certification. I'm not saying it, but do. Once you go inside a company will pay for it. Okay, there you work for 6 months, 1 year, and then you put in effort in writing certifications. And then understand DevOps and cloud requirement in the market. First, see the demand. Okay, what is the demand in LinkedIn? How many openings are coming? How many openings are coming? Naukri, Time, Shine, Indeed, multiple thing are there. Okay, multiple sites are there. Go and search, and then look for the market high demand for DevOps today, and analyze the huge opening for the market. Okay, and then know the salaries. Main thing is know the salaries. End of the day, salary what you take. Okay, okay. Now there's a proper roadmap to learning. It's not that we just learn Azure DevOps, okay, with some tools and we go in the industry. No. first thing, understand what is DevOps completely. Understand what is this cloud, where it is used, etc. things. And then first start with Linux. Okay, because it doesn't matter. He is a developer, he's a DevOps engineer, he's a QA person, he's a data science or data engineer, anything. Linux is mandatory today. Industry is marking Linux very important because that is where you learn troubleshooting skills. And every software or a platform is built on Linux platform because Linux is very secured. Okay, so put Linux very first. There are high chances that you'll get a chance to work as a Linux admin also, becomes a requirement. Okay, and second thing, start with the cloud or go with the DevOps. So start with source code management. These are all your DevOps tools. Source code management, application building, all these are deployment and DevOps tools. And then go with cloud, or start with cloud or start with DevOps. Anything is fine. Cloud and DevOps both are separate. You can start separately. And lastly, put little bit of effort in learning monitoring tools. There are some monitoring tools which you need to put effort in learning those. Okay, this is what the career. So for at least start with Linux first, then go with cloud and then go with DevOps, or start with DevOps and then cloud. Anything is fine. Okay, salaries you'll be able to see it. Okay, salaries you'll be able to find it. You can search in uh, how much salaries are there, etc. Thing you can search it here. Based on that, you'll able to get it here. What salaries they are providing, etc. Google will give you, and then openings. See the openings. Okay, first look for openings there before you select any course. Not only this, learn here, learn anywhere, or learn, choose any other technology. First thing, see that how many openings are coming on the daily basis. Research. But if the openings are not coming, okay, there's no meaning of learning this DevOps and Azure. Okay, so if the openings are coming, learn it. Okay, research. That's why I'm saying your time. It's a high time to research which company is using DevOps, which company is using Azure, how much is salary, how many openings are there, how many websites the job remedies are coming. That is what you have to see. Okay, learning a technology, you learn it. That is not a big deal. Okay, it's just one subject. If you put effort properly, you can easily learn it. It's not difficult. There's no coding. There's nothing. Everything is open source. Every error you get inside your tool is available in the internet. You can get it from the internet. There's nothing miracle to something you can't learn or something. No, it is easily learnable. But first thing, research. Am I in the right journey? Am I putting my footprint in the right journey that next, at least next 10 years, I'll make a footprint in the industry. At least next 5 to 10 years, I'll drive my drive my career with this DevOps. Okay, DevOps Azure or Azure DevOps, whatever it is, you drive your career. So research first. Okay, then proceed. Okay, then proceed and then take a decision. Okay, technology is not a big thing. That will teach you in a proper order. You can go through our syllabus and everything and see that all that things I'll drive you properly in a proper way, in a proper order. I'll explain. But main thing first, research. That is your main goal. Okay, it's as simple as like when you go for engineering college, you decided, right? I want to go so and so college. This is the best. But do you know what this engineering college is going to teach you, or what this MBA college is going to teach you? What content in this? You know that this is the subject. Okay, this is a marketing. This is HR. Okay, this is computers. This is civil. But do you know what is the syllabus of that? What content you're going to learn? We just sit blindly for 3 years, 2 years, 4 years, and we learn and come. So we have passed, right? We're just sitting blindly and we're passed it. But now you're putting effort in researching. So you can easily learn it. It's not a big deal, guys. But first thing, research what is the demand. Okay, which all places I'll get openings. Okay, how much salary I'll take home. Okay, what is the position in the market, that how many openings are there. So check all that things and then take a decision, because once you start a journey, okay, you should end. Once you start a journey, you should end your, okay, you should end your, you should end your destination with a job. That is what you should have a goal. Okay, then only it is possible, right? Okay, before I go, any questions, guys? Any questions, any queries, any doubts, anything? Feel free. Anything you have, feel free to ask. No questions? Anything? You can unmute yourself, you can ask your questions, or if you want, you can just put that in the chat box. That is also fine. Okay. Anything. Fine. No questions. Okay. Okay. So coming to technical diagram, this will be drawing in the initial classes. I'll not be drawing it now. Okay. We'll draw this initial classes. I'll explain you the complete flow of DevOps first. Then I'll explain you the complete flow of your Azure Cloud. Okay, so how the developers will write a code, how we'll start the build with the Maven, how do you do the scanning in the Sonar Cube, how do you store your artifacts in JFrog, how your Tomcat works, okay, how your Jenkins does the automation, okay, Ansible, how do you do the automation via Ansible, how do you install, uninstall this one, right? And then your Docker keywords, how do you optimize your cost, how do you make your application 24/7 up, all that thing will speak. And finally we'll go with your Terraform is a cloud infrastructure. So what are the cloud services? You go to learn it. There are much more here. Again, all that things will be putting effort in automating this activities. That is where we are putting effort, right? So these many content we are learning it. So Terraform, automation, Kubernetes, all that things. Even the Linux, if you see, Linux itself will take 1.5 to 2 weeks to learn. Why? Because we are learning at the advanced level. Linux also we are learning at the advanced level. Whatever you learn it, everything you're learning at the advanced level. So this is a complete Linux. You'll be learning at the advanced level. Your commands, your installations, okay, your installation, how to do the installation Linux, how to do the automation, all that things you'll be learning. So 2 weeks you'll be spending here. 1 after 2 weeks, then we'll move into your complete DevOps tools, and then we'll touch your Azure part. Okay. Again, there are 6 different projects. We'll do all that 6 different projects where we'll put the effort to move. Fine. Okay. Any questions? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Okay. Coming to certifications. DevOps tools will give you complete certifications. You can do a master program of DevOps, or if you feel that no, I want to go at specialization. You say I want to be a Kubernetes specialization. I want to be a Terraform specialist. You can do it that way. Okay. Or you say I want to be a Jenkins specialist. Or you say no, I just want to do a Azure administrator. First, you'll do Azure administrator. This will be your 400 AZ 400 AZ 900 kind of a thing, where you'll do this one, and then you go with Azure DevOps. This one. So do administration first. This is fundamentals kind of a thing. This is question and answer. If you want to do it, question and answer, choose the correct answer. Right. For once you register this course, you'll get a lot of vendors in the internet. Okay, or Microsoft will give you. Once you choose this course, they'll give you all the dumps. They'll give you all the syllabus copies and everything. They'll give you okay all the details too. They'll give you a voucher to log in. Once you log in, you can start writing question answers one. Okay, this is level 1. Level 2 is DevOps, where you need to do a little bit of practical and submit your theoretical submit your all the screenshots what you did this one. So this is little practical. You have to write in centers. They'll give you a center. There you need to write this one. Fine. And this is for developer. If developer want to write, he can also write this certification. Okay, this is about your certification which you can do it here. Fine. Okay. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any queries? Any doubts? Any questions? Any queries? Doubts? Anything you have?
What is the Sagar, what is the duration of this course, Azure DevOps?
Duration of this course is 2.5 months.
2.5 months. In this 2.5 months, we completed Azure and DevOps, right?
Yeah, Azure and DevOps. Azure, DevOps, Linux, all the three. First 1 to 1.5 week, you'll have Linux. Once you make your hands free in Linux, we'll start with your Azure, okay, Azure administration, and then we'll go into DevOps. So DevOps has DevOps tools. You'll work on the complete DevOps tools. And then in the Azure, you have something called Azure DevOps, separate services there called Azure DevOps. That Azure DevOps you'll be learning it here. So everything you'll be learning inside this Azure DevOps portal. There is the Azure DevOps portal. Everything you learn, however, the way your company is using it, similar way you'll be learning it here. So you'll be learning in this Azure services. All the services you'll be learning it here in the Azure. And DevOps tools you'll be installing inside a machine, you'll be learning it. And Azure has Azure DevOps service. This is one more a URL of Azure. Okay, Azure DevOps service. You'll get it this. You will be learning your Azure DevOps here. So Azure DevOps is one service among this which you'll be learning it, and then rest is administrator of Azure, and then you'll be learning your DevOps tools and the Linux side.
Okay.
Okay. Any more doubts? Any more questions? Any more queries? because it's just demos. I'm not driving more detail into technical. Okay. We'll start that technical diagrams and everything. Once your classes started, slowly one diagrammatic explanation will come. We'll draw all that diagrams what you've seen here. Okay, in terms of infrastructure, in terms of automation, in terms of various tool. Every tool has its own architecture. We'll be learning it, and then we'll be proceeding this. Right? Okay. Any questions, guys? Any questions? Any queries and doubts? Are we good?
Yeah, good, Sagar.
Fine. So first, research, guys. It's your high time to research. Okay. Don't just join the course directly. Technical thing you forget it. Okay. Don't worry about technical. It's just one subject. You'll easily learn it. Okay. It's just one subject. You'll learn it easily. It's not a miracle to learn. It's easily everything is available in internet. You can we'll be learning in the step by step module. First, we'll make a hands clean in the Linux. We'll come into command line mode. Then we'll start with your Azure, little bit of Azure portal you drive you here and there, which will make you understand about the complete Azure services, your activities, everything. Then slowly we'll start your DevOps tools and finally Azure DevOps. That is how we'll drive it. Okay. But meanwhile, research everything, which all companies, how much is salary, how much opening, what is the demand, how many companies are making use of this. Research everything because that is very important. Then the technical stuff. Technical stuff you'll learn it, not a big deal. Each and every error what you get that is there in the internet. And one beauty about DevOps is whatever you learn here, exact same thing is there in the company. It is not like something you learn there in the company, something else you work. No, that is not the case. Each and every command, each and every procedure, what you do it here, exact same thing is there in the company. Okay, exact same thing is there in the company. What you do it here. Okay, that is the reason people are moving to Azure DevOps or DevOps technologies. People are moving it, right? Okay. Any more doubts? Any more questions? Any more queries? Are we good? Okay, so regarding the course timings and etc. things, they will help you. Okay, and whatever you learn it here, everything is shared like in terms of documents, running notes, recorded videos, scenario-based questions, interview questions, your resume preparations. How do you convert your resume from technical to non-technical? All that things will be helping you here. Okay, in terms of grooming, terms of interview. So we'll be having like bi-weekly like one class or sometimes we keep in weekends, okay, classes where we speak about your resumes, technical stuffs, or any kind of grooming from technical to non-technical. All that stuffs will be speaking here in terms of your this one. Okay, and rest syllabus you can get it from them. You'll see all the syllabus about your Azure DevOps, Azure DevOps organization, end-to-end projects of Azure's, okay, infrastructure services, okay, and then your Terraform, okay, your Kubernetes, Docker, okay, rest of the tools you'll be able to see it here, right? So reach out to this number in case you want it, okay, you want any kind of uh, you want any kind of information in terms of fees, in terms of timings, in terms of anything you wanted, please reach out to this number. They will help you with the details, right? Right. Okay. Are we good? Any questions? Can you get some reactions at least? Like, are we good? You need anything else from me? Yeah.
Sagar, we have the career gap, right? What we have to do, how to cover the career gap?
So career gap, you cannot do anything. Okay. For the career gap, only one thing is I say, right? Keep it genuine. Just tell the HR or tell the companies who are is taking you, tell them that this was the career gap which was there due to some maybe for medical or maybe some family issues or moving out of the cities or some other thing. But that is genuine. That cannot be, that it doesn't mean that career gap is there, you'll not be taken the company. No, there's nothing like this. It's all about your skill set. When you sit in the interview and when the interview happens, okay, so there you have to prove yourself. If you're able to prove it, that the career gap is just an excuse, they will just ignore it. In case all your previous experience and everything is genuine, they will accept it. So that doesn't matter for them because they're like For example, if you take an example, let's suppose there's a woman who got married, okay, and she took for family planning, she took like 3 to 4 years of gap. So that is genuine reason, right? Or maybe there is some
So that
medical
is a
emergency to someone, so that is
yeah,
genuine reason. So that you,
cover.
if you give it in a proper way, tell them this is what happened properly with genuine, they will accept it. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, ladies okay. What about gents?
That is why I'm saying that if you give a medical thing, or maybe some, let's suppose there are some students who have who wanted to try for government jobs. They spend almost 4 to 5 years in government jobs, but they didn't get it. Now they come into software. That doesn't mean they can't work in software. They can work in
Yeah,
software if you have a skills, right? So that is genuine. Or someone was in teaching field. We see scenarios where someone was in teaching field for past 10 years. Now he says that teaching field I don't want to do. I want to start my career in software. So if he has a skills, if he has a skills, so if you see, only treat don't see interview only in terms of technical. Interview is two parts. 50% is technical, 50% is about the person, the mindset, the way he thinks, the way he gives an answer, okay, the way he shows his confidence. All this matters, because some company says I want a person who has little bit of technical skills and who has all the skills, because teaching technical to someone is very easy, but teaching behavior skills, teaching confidence is difficult at this age. So company sees that also. Okay, so that doesn't matter your career gap is there or it is not there. If you tell them some genuine reason, they will accept it. But only thing, you first of all, your profile should fit to that position where you have a technical skills, where you can able to do your day-to-day activity. So first
okay.
make your profile strong, and then you start the interviews. Okay, so that is just an excuse. Okay, people are okay to take the gap in the career. There's no, like previously it was a case. Why? Because there are certain reasons, like only thing is that you should not have any criminal background, like in a sense, like if there was an issue, you got into fight or something, that is not accepted by company. But rest every reason of the career gap is accepted. That is what the background they
Oh,
do it basically.
okay.
Okay,
Okay. Thank you, sir.
okay, fine. Okay, anything, Shanti, Priyanka, anything from your side? Good. Sure. Okay then guys, okay, rest of the details institute will give you in case you need it. Okay, so you can speak to institute. Okay, fine. Let's take a pause. Okay, then thank you guys, bye bye, have a good day. Okay, so maybe Wednesday or Tuesday they'll start these classes, I believe. We'll get the information on that. Okay, thank you, bye bye.
Okay. Thank you.